Mamaway slammed over formula milk video. Taipei prosecutors indict Yu-fei in egg import fraud case. Taiwan Health Minister nominee signals possible premium reforms. Kim Jong-un to join Putin at China military parade. South Korea to ban mobile phones in classrooms. AI boom boosts Nvidia despite geopolitical tensions. SpaceX successfully launches Starship rocket. Princess Diana's time capsule revealed decades later.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Friday, August 29th, International Day Against Nuclear Tests, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan's news. Taiwan's baby brand Mamaway faces backlash after a video claimed infant formula has as much sugar as 2 bottles of Coke. Its defense statement fueled more anger, and on the 29th, Mamaway quietly deleted the video and posted without further explanation. Taipei prosecutors indicted Yu-fei in the super egg import case, accusing him of inflating payments and defrauding the Council of Agriculture of 60.85 million NT dollars. Prosecutors seized over 69 million NT dollars in assets and sought a 2-year prison term, citing the severity of the fraud and his denial of wrongdoing. Facing aging and low birth rates, Taiwan's health system is under financial strain. Incoming Health Minister Si Songliang said he cannot rule out further premium hikes, noting reforms may target supplemental premiums, especially capital gains. Current rates are 5.17% for regular incomes and 2.11% for supplemental income. And in global news, North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un will attend a military parade in Beijing next week alongside Russia's Vladimir Putin in what will be a landmark visit. This is Kim's first multilateral international meeting, making the event a diplomatic win for China's Xi Jinping, who has been pushing for a new Beijing-led world order. It allows Xi to signal his limited influence over both Putin and Kim at the time when Washington is attempting to make a deal with Moscow to end the war in Ukraine.
U.S. President Donald Trump is not attending but said earlier this week that he wanted to meet Kim, whose growing nuclear arsenal and support for Russia have rattled the West. China's Victory Day parade will mark the 80th anniversary of Japan's surrender in World War II and the end of the conflict. Putin and Kim will be among 26 heads of state expected to attend the parade. This is the first time a North Korean leader has attended a Chinese military parade since 1959. China is likely to display its latest weaponry, including hundreds of aircraft, tanks, and anti-drone systems. It will also be the first time the military's new force structure is fully showcased in a parade.
South Korea passed a bill to ban the use of mobile phones and other digital devices in school classrooms nationwide, as concerns grow about the impact of heavy social media use amongst the young. The ban, which will take effect in March next year, makes South Korea the latest country to restrict the use of smartphones and social media among minors. Australia recently expanded its pioneering ban on social media for teenagers. A study found that a ban on mobile phones in Dutch schools has improved students' focus.
Surveys show South Korea is among the world's most digitally connected countries, with 99% of South Koreans online and 98% owning a smartphone, the highest rate among the 27 countries examined in 2022 and 2023. A survey by the Education Ministry last year found that about 37% of middle and high school students say social media affects their daily lives, while 22% feel anxious if they cannot access their accounts. Many schools in South Korea already have their own restrictions on smartphone use, which the bill now formalizes. Digital devices will still be permitted for students with disabilities or for educational purposes.
Computer chip designer Nvidia has been boosted by the big tech firms keen to expand their AI capabilities, despite tensions between the US and China. It reported $46.7 billion in revenue for the second 3 months of the year, a 56% surge from the same period in 2024. But Nvidia, which has been caught in the crossfire of the trade war between the US and China, said it continued to work through geopolitical issues, and its shares fell in after-hours trading. Nvidia's sophisticated chips have been the important part of the AI boom.
The company announced in July that it would resume sales of its high-end artificial intelligence chips to China. The move came after CEO Jensen Huang successfully lobbied the Trump administration to reverse its ban on the sale of the company's H20 chips, developed specifically for the Chinese market. The administration had imposed the ban amid concerns that the chips might benefit the Chinese military. Executives said the U.S. government had begun reviewing licenses for sales of H20 chips designed specifically for Chinese customers. However, the company added that it had not shipped any H20s, despite some China-based customers receiving licenses in recent weeks.
SpaceX has successfully completed a test flight of its newest generation rocket, Starship, reversing a trend of disappointing failures. The world's largest and most powerful rocket blasted off from Texas just after 6:30 local time for a tense 60 minutes flight. Parts of the engine appeared to explode at one point, and flaps on the side of the rocket caught fire and swung from side to side. The U.S. space agency NASA plans to use Starship to send humans to the moon for its Artemis program in 2027.
CEO Elon Musk is spending billions on developing Starship, with each launch estimated to cost $100 million. Starship is the largest and most powerful rocket built to date. It consists of a booster called Super Heavy and the spacecraft Starship. All of the booster's 33 engines fired, and after about 7 minutes, the booster separated from the spacecraft and fell into the Gulf of Mexico. SpaceX said it intended to put the rocket under stress to test its limits, and parts of the rocket's flaps appeared to burn and swing wildly during the descent. The company has designed Starship to one day be a fully reusable transport system capable of carrying people to the moon and Mars.
Diana, Princess of Wales, is for many a symbol of life in the 90s. A time capsule she buried nearly 35 years ago has now been opened, revealing a treasure trove of memorabilia. The capsule was placed inside a wall at Great Ormond Street Hospital in London in 1991, with the help of 2 children who had won a TV competition. It contained relics from a pre-internet age, including an early pocket TV, a Kylie Minogue CD, a solar-powered calculator, and a copy of the Times newspaper.
The items were chosen through a competition run by the long-running British children's TV show Blue Peter, in which viewers were asked to select 8 things that represented life in the 1990s. Despite some moisture damage, the items remained recognizable. The box was originally not meant to be opened for centuries, but the timeline was drastically shortened because the hospital is demolishing existing buildings to construct a new children's cancer center. Diana took part in the 1991 ceremony to lay the foundation stone of the Variety Club building, and to mark the occasion, she sealed a time capsule in the hospital's main entrance.
The answer for yesterday was B, levy. The government decided to levy a new tax on imported luxury cars. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. South Korea to ban mobile phones in school classrooms. Number 1, formalize, 实证式化. The company formalized its remote work policy to provide clear rules for employees. Number 2, pioneering, 开创性的. She received an award for her pioneering research in renewable energy. Number 3, disability, 残疾障碍. The government provided financial support for people with disabilities. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced next week. The International Day Against Nuclear Tests raises awareness about the severe consequences of nuclear testing and promotes global efforts to ban such practices. This observance started in 2009 after Kazakhstan proposed a resolution to the United Nations General Assembly. Kazakhstan's tragic experience with the nuclear testing, particularly at the Semipalatinsk test site, motivated this action. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Wei Li, your host. I'll see you next time.